Good. Okay, so today I will check attendance. I will call your name and you say yes, okay? Today is 12th of November. Nguyễn Hải An. Nguyễn Hải An. Hàn Hòa Mai Anh. Okay. Hoàng Hà Mai Anh. Lại Mai Anh. Nguyễn Trần Quỳnh Anh. Nguyễn Trung Anh. Trần Thị Thùy Anh. Trần Thị Thùy Anh. Okay. Nguyễn An Bình. Dương Mai Chi. Hà Nguyệt Lan Chi. Nguyễn Quang Dũng. Nguyễn Đỗ Bạch Dương. Phạm Gia Dương. Tạ Ngọc Đạt. Vương Minh Đăng. Lê Mạnh Đức. Mạnh Đức hôm trước nghỉ nhé Đức nha. Nguyễn Anh Đức. Nguyễn Anh Đức. Phạm Hương Giang. Tô Trường Giang. Nguyễn Ngọc Hà. Nguyễn Minh Hải. Lê Ngọc Hân. Phạm Minh Hiếu. Phạm Minh Hiếu. Nguyễn Trường Gia Huy. Nguyễn Lê Khánh. Nguyễn Đỗ Khi Nhi Linda. Dương Hà Linh. Phạm Mai Linh. Phạm Văn Linh. Phạm Văn Linh. Phan Hải Linh. Trần Vũ Khánh Linh. Trần Vũ Khánh Linh. Hà Đình Minh. Trần Ngọc Minh. Nguyễn Khánh Ngọc. Trần Vũ Bảo Ngọc. Trần Vũ Bảo Ngọc. Phí Lâm Nhi. Phí Lâm Nhi. Phạm Xuân Phúc. Lê Mai Phương. Vũ Thanh Quân. Đặng Nhật Quyên. Vũ Thị Tố Quyên. An Vọng. Okay. Trương Thị Thảo. Phương Thảo. Vũ Phương Thảo. Hà Thị Huyền Thư. Hà Thị Huyền Thư. Nguyễn Lê Thủy Tiên. Nguyễn Lê Thủy Tiên. Yeah, email từ bao giờ? Nếu mà mới email không chấp nhận. Hoàng Huyền Trang. Nguyễn Vân Trang. Phạm Thu Trang. Đâu Phạm Thu Trang đâu ạ? Em điểm danh 2 lần ạ? Có một bạn lúc trước cô gọi cũng ngồi ở bàn cuối và giơ tay, và cô chỉ nhớ là cánh tay mặc áo màu đen thôi. Không phải bạn Đăng, bạn gái. Là em à? Em giơ tay lên tôi nhìn xem nào. Không phải. Bởi vì là bạn đấy là mặc áo đen dài tay. À rồi, ok. Trần Mai Trang, Nguyễn Ngọc Trâm, Hoàng Lê Hải Triều, Kim Công Trường, Nguyễn Thị Bích Tươi, Trương Quang Vinh, and Jamie, like that. Okay. So yes. Okay, nice. Okay guys, so we will start our lecture today. Today we change to new content. It's just international parity conditions. So in the previous lectures we have studied many things related to exchange rate, from the fundamental of exchange rate to the determinants of exchange rate and a simple model determining exchange rate as well. You also know how the government intervened into the exchange rate. Am I right? Yeah. The types of exchange rate and also devaluation, revaluations, appreciation and depreciations. You also know what overvalued and undervalued currencies, okay? And now we change to the new content. This is international parity conditions. Okay, so we will study international priority conditions today and also this Thursday. In our lectures, you will study 3 types of international priority conditions. The first one is purchasing power parity, yeah, and in the short form is BBB. The second one is interest rate parity, and the last one is international fiscal effect. Luckily, international fiscal effect we study in you studied already in macroeconomics. Macroeconomics, where you calculate the real interest rate. To you remember the formula of calculating real interest rate. The real interest rate equal normal interest rate, and then yes, then minus what? Oh, come on, guys. I know it's early morning and you still feel sleepy. I'm too. I'm feeling a little bit sleepy as well. But I'm sure that you remember the formula of calculating real interest rate. The real interest rate equal normal interest rate and minus an inflation rate. Okay, but here we want to study the relationship between 3 types of international parity. Not only the formula, because all of you here have known the formula already. Okay, now we will start with the first one. This is the purchasing power parity. Purchasing power parities is one of one of the oldest theory of the economics. And even though you haven't studied in this subject, in this module, I'm sure that you have heard PPP, this parity, purchasing power parities, many times. Yeah, many times. And we also discuss purchasing power parities when I asked you about overvalued currency and undervalued currency. You remember that I asked you how can you know a currency overvalued or undervalued, and you answer me one of the most popular way to clarify whether a firm undervalued or overvalued is using BBB. You remember? Yes or no? Yes, okay, good. So we want to start with purchasing power parity, and because you know about it a little bit, or someone knows many things about the purchasing power parity. So I will introduce it to you, and I will ask you some questions and pointers for everyone answer it. Okay, yeah. The purchasing power parities have 3 forms or 3 types. The first one is the law of one price. Okay. The second one is the absolute form of PPP, and the last one is relative form of PPP. And I will explain the first one is the law of one price, and for the 2 last forms of PPP, I will ask you the questions, and you want research and you want study by yourself, and then I will call someone answer the questions, and of course you will get bonus because they purchasing variety is not difficult. It's quite easy and it's very popular for all of you. Okay, so for the first one is the law of one price. The law of one price. So we want to study the first one is the law of one price. It's just quite long. The law of one price say that in the presence of competitive market structure and the absence of transport costs and other barriers to trade, identical products. Remember the key word here is identical products, which are sold in different markets will sell at the same price when expressed in terms of common currency. Okay, so for the law of one price, they have an assumption. The first assumption is that the market is competitive or the market is perfect. Yeah, the perfect market. Okay. The second assumption is that there's no transaction cost. No transaction cost, no barriers to trade. And also the government will not. When the market is perfect or competitive, can anyone tell me the characteristic of the competitive market or the perfect market? Perfectly competitive, I'm sorry. The perfectly, there's missing word here is perfectly competitive market. Perfectly competitive market, yeah, good.
A perfect competition requires the market to have many buyers and suppliers, no barrier to entry for any buyers that have the items to sell. And the most important point is that both the buyers and sellers will be the price taker in the market. The price taker. So basically they have no power, they have no market power inside the competitive market.
Okay. Thank you very much. Other students, remember about the perfectly competitive market. Guys, that's a missing word here. Is just competitive, perfectly. Okay, guys, so the perfectly competitive market, one very important characteristic of the perfectly competitive market is that all market information is available. Yeah, it's available, and also the price of the products illustrates all the information on the market. And the second thing, very important of the perfectly competitive markets is that the information is very transparent. Yeah, there's no asymmetric information. It means that the buyer and also the seller have the same information about the products. Okay, yeah. Minh Đức, do you need to use the earphone like that? Okay, so for example, the law of one price, it is the identical product identical product. For example, here is the bottle of water. As it's Aquafina water, and this water in Vietnam cost 25,000 VAT. Just for example, and the identical product is also the same product. It's also Aquafina water, which is sold in US. Yeah, and it's cost $1. Yeah, US cost of $1. So it means that we can convert $1 into 25,000 Vietnamese dong, okay? Or 25,000 dong, 25,000 Vietnamese dongs equal $1. Yeah. So based on the price of the identical product, which is sold in different markets. For example, here is the Vietnam market and US market. We can calculate the exchange rate. So we can know that the exchange rate between USD and VND is $1 equal 25,000 Vietnam dong. Okay, good. So it's the law of one price, and it's very, very simple. Just the keyword is the assumption. Assumption is the perfectly competitive market, no transportation, no transaction cost, no barrier to trade, and also the keyword is identical product. Identical product. You can't compare either the waters, but the water of Aquafina and Lavi, because they are different. They are not the same product. You have to take into account the price of the same product. Okay, everyone, remember, as it is the law of one price, or in other words, it's the law of price of identical product. The law of price of identical product. Okay, everyone, yeah. That is the idea of the law of one price. And that is the law of one price. So in formula, the laws of one price can be stated as the BI. I'm sorry. So the formula, the law of one price can be stated as BI equal S multiply PI star. BI star. So as here is spot exchange rate. Spot exchange rate. Do you know the spot exchange rate? Can anyone tell me about that spot exchange rate? Spot exchange rate. Spot exchange rate. Yes, I know. Do you know the word in Vietnamese? Yeah, in Vietnamese, spot exchange rate is tỷ giá giao ngay. Yeah, but in English, can anyone explain it in English for me? Minh Đức. Yeah.
That is spot exchange rate and also forward exchange rate.
Yes, but
I'm
asking you about the definitions of spot exchange rate.
So the spot exchange rate, as far as I can remember, is all about is the current exchange rate of one currency, at which that currency can be exchanged for another for immediate delivery. This
this rate could have the value of one currency in terms of another at the very specific point in time, which is could like right now. So that's kind of what I can remember from what I researched.
Okay, thanks, Duke. Yes, Duke is right. Spot exchange rate is a nominal exchange rate. It's a nominal exchange rate. But for immediate delivery or delivery is in the time of less than 3 days, usually 1 or 2 days, because for the large amount of foreign currency, the bank or other financial institutions, they can't deliver that huge amount of currency immediately. So they usually deliver it. They have need time to prepare, but the time have to be less than 3 days. If it's longer than 3 days, we call it forward exchange rate. It's called forward exchange rate. Okay, everyone. So spot exchange rate is normal. It's nominal. I'm sorry. It's a nominal exchange rate with the time of delivery is less than 3 days. It's less than 3 days. Everyone, again. So it's a spot exchange rate. And BI, what is BI is? What is BI? So PI is the price of good I is priced in domestic currency. A commodity, yeah. The price of commodity, we call it I, yeah. A commodity I is priced in domestic currency. For example, that is this porter of water is called the commodity I. Yeah, commodity I. It's priced in domestic currency. Meanwhile, the PI star is the price of good I, the commodity I, expressed in foreign currency. So the formula of the law upon price is very, very simple. It's very, very simple. Now I'm asking you, before we start with some questions, I will again show you some evidence. I will show you some evidence of the purchasing power parity. Today, I still can't access the website, The Economist, and anyone can access it. The Economist, or just search Big Mac Index. And can anyone search Big Mac Index? Last month when I taught the master class, our student can access it. No. Continue with free trial. Big Mac Index is the concept of purchasing power parties is thinking behind the Economist Big Mac Index, and invented in 1986 as a light-hearted guide to where the currency are at the correct level. And the basket is McDonald's Big Mac, which is produced locally, is almost 120 countries all over the world. Okay. let me try again. Let me try again about the Big Mac Index, because that is very, very, very useful index to show you the real example of the law of one price. Yeah.
Can anyone answer? The economist? No?
Okay, I'm sorry because I still can't understand that. I still can't understand the economist journal because uh, I don't have exactly. I have account, but I don't pay for it, so we cannot say it. But anyway, we can see on the website. We can see on the website to see whether the natures of these the purchasing power parity, that is Big Mac index. Okay, this is the other website too. They also have some. I mean that they copy the Big Mac index from the. Oh, this is quite difficult to see. This is quite difficult to see. Is it much better? Is it much better? Still difficult to see. This is the Big Mac index. That is the Big Mac index of the all country in the world. And they, I mean that they will take the USD as the base currency. USD is as the pay currency, and here is the price. The color of the map here is the price. Is the price of the Big Mac. Is the Big Mac. Big Mac is one. Alpha and Jenny can tell everyone about the Big Mac. Have you ever eaten a Big Mac? Yeah. And also in the McDonald's, they have many sandwiches and other burgers. Not only the Big Mac, but the Big Mac is the standard burger, and they consider the Big Mac as the identical commodities in different countries. Yeah, in different countries. It means that in the Big Mac, in the McDonald's shop in US, they also have a Big Mac, and in Vietnam they also have a Big Mac. And they consider the Big Mac is identical product, and then they compare the price of the Big Mac. And then they compare the price of the Big Mac in different country. For example, here.
Can you see it? Because there are many advertisements. There's many advertisements.
Can you see it? Yes or no? No.
This one.
That is. I hope you can see it. And they will take the price of the Big Mac. They take the price of the Big Mac in different countries. For example, in Sweden, in Sweden, yeah, one Big Mac equal 5.6 US dollar, 5.6 US dollar. This is and a Big Mac in US. US is 5.59 US dollar. So they calculate the value of the currency in Sweden and the US dollar, and they find out that the currency of the Sweden is overvalued or undervalued. Is undervalued or overvalued? You see here is a minus. You see this is the minus. So we see undervalued. It's undervalued. So the currency in your country is undervalued. It's undervalued based on the law of one price and based on the Big Mac index. It's a Big Mac index. So the currency in Sweden is undervalued. It's undervalued. Meanwhile, the currency of the United Kingdom, Switzerland, Norway, and other countries is overvalued. It's overvalued. Can you see it? Can you see it, everyone? I try my best to zoom it in, but this is the biggest. Yeah. So we can see in Vietnam, research in Vietnam, hope is that there is data in Vietnam. Yes, here is Vietnam. Here's Vietnam. Yeah, here's Vietnam. They take the price of the one Big Mac in Vietnam. Yeah, and last time we search and we find out the price of one Big Mac in Vietnam is 76,000. Am I right? Again, you can search again to see the Big Mac, the price of one Big Mac in Vietnam, and the price of the Big Mac in US. Now, this month, can anyone find out the price of one Big Mac in Vietnam? The one Big Mac in Vietnam, the price 76,000 Vietnamese đồng. And the price of the Big Mac in the US? 5.17. 5.17. Now you can calculate with the formula S equal B minus B star. Yeah, S equal BI minus divided by BI star. Now you apply the formula of the law of one price and calculate the price. Minh Đức, tell me the result. And tell me whether the currencies of Vietnamese is undervalued or overvalued based on the law of one price. It's based on Big Mac index. Do you know what I am asking you to do? Do you know what I am asking you to do? So now, based on the Big Mac Index, Big Mac Index, the price of the Big Mac Index, please tell me whether the Vietnamese đồng is overvalued or undervalued compared to USD. Is it overvalued or undervalued? Look. And then the guys next to Linda. Do you have an answer, Đức? Okay, just tell me. And then what's your name? The next to what's your name? Huh? Ngọc. Okay. So Đức first and then Ngọc second. Around $3. I'm asking you the price in Vietnamese đồng of the Big Mac in Vietnam. Okay, 76,000. Yeah. Okay, this is the price of one Big Mac in Vietnam is 76,000 Vietnamese đồng. And the price of the same Big Mac is the identical Big Mac in US is $3. $3. Other students say no. Other student can tell me. So you know that you need to pay attention. Again, not listening and not using the earphone like that. Okay. And now, the price of a Big Mac in US. $5.69. Okay, 5.69. And then now you apply. Now tell me, is this undervalued? The Vietnamese currency, the Vietnamese đồng is undervalued or overvalued compared to USD? For this exercise, exactly I corrected it last time. Not you think, but you have to give evidence. Đăng, Vũ Minh Đăng. Yeah, I'm asking you. Yeah. Yes, I'm asking you. So, based on the Big Mac index, can you tell me Vietnamese đồng is undervalued or overvalued?
Based on different index, we see that we can see that Vietnam price currency are undervalued.
Huh?
Is undervalued
As undervalued, why?
because currently the price currency is around 25,000 is only around 14,700 Vietnam đồng per USD. Do I need to explain that?
Okay, yeah, that's great. Thank you very much. And now, sit down, please. You understand Ngọc and Đức? You understand? That's so based on the Big Mac, based on the law of one price, we can calculate the exchange rate between Vietnamese đồng and USD. Yeah, Vietnamese đồng and USD, and the price and the result is according to the Big Mac index, $1 equal based on Big Mac, based on Big Mac index. The exchange rates based on the Big Mac index. $76,000 and divided by 5.69, and you got the result. Because I don't have any pen here to 13,000. Yeah, so it means that $1 equal 13,000 Vietnamese đồng. This is based on Big Mac index, okay? Am I right? However, the nominal exchange rate now, or the actual exchange rate now, is $1 equal 25,000 Vietnamese đồng. So the Vietnamese đồng is undervalued. You understand? Yeah, okay, that's great. Yeah, it is undervalued. So based on the Big Mac index, we have the real example. The real example of value, overvalued and undervalued currency. And you see that it's not only theory. It's not only theory, but also it's practical. It's practical implication. It's practical implication as well. All over the world, not only in Vietnam, not only in any country, but all over the world. And it is 40 years. It has been used for almost 40 years. Okay, it is since 1986 until now. Okay, so this is a Big Mac index, and the Big Mac index is the example of the law of one price. Other example yeah, here is the Big Mac index, but another example of the law of one price is Starbucks index. And they use the tall latte. They use the tall latte of the Starbucks coffee, and they consider it is an identical commodity, identical products in different countries. However, the Starbucks index, I don't know, but they just calculate the Starbucks index for 1 year. Is this maybe 2003 or 2004 like that? I'm not remember. But then they stop calculating Starbucks index. no Starbucks index anymore. No Starbucks index anymore. And the Starbucks index also was calculated by the economists, but then they don't use that. They don't use that index anymore. And now we just have a Big Mac index. We just have a Big Mac index. You may ask me, why Big Mac? Why Big Mac, but not other commodity? Can you think? Do you wonder why just Big Mac, but not other commodities? For example, iPhone. Yes, iPhone. Of course, this is identical products all over the world. But why they don't have iPhone index, but Big Mac index? Can anyone guess? The lady, yeah, you. It's a commodity, and iPhone is also a commodity.
But I think that purchasing a car is a little bit easier than purchasing an iPhone.
Purchasing a Big Mac is easy than purchasing iPhone. What else?
Maybe the car is like it's a necessity instead of being a commodity.
Necessity. Okay. Thank you very much. Other students, can you think about it? What do you think about the index? Why not iPhone? Why not any car index? But Big Mac index. And also they also stop using Starbucks index as well. I think that is a very interesting question. And you can think about it. You can think about it to find out the reasons why just Big Mac but not other commodity. Okay? Because we know we have many commodities. You have many commodities, and not only Big Mac, but why they choose the Big Mac? Why they choose the Big Mac? Okay, guys. So the question here, we change to other. Now we have in reasons, the law of one price is based on the idea of perfect goods arbitrage. And arbitrage exploit the price differential. They force a price in low-cost country and reduce price when they are high, making prices of the same products in the different markets are equal. Yeah. So the motivations of the law of one price is arbitrage. The arbitrage. You know the word arbitrage? Yeah. Arbitrage exploit the price differentials. Yeah. They will buy the products where it is low and sell the price at the place which is where it is higher. Okay, so this is arbitrage. And now, example in the case of the fixed exchange rate, and we have this one, BI is greater than S multiplies BI star. How can you make the law of one price happen? Now, remember, this is a fixed exchange rate reason. How can you make the law of one price happen? When the law of one price hold. I see so many people sleepy. Okay, I will ask someone randomly. I will ask someone randomly. How can you make the law of one price happen? Or when the law of one price hold? Or in other words, we have inequality like that, and when you make it equal, how can you make it equal? Equation, yes. How can you make it? I will ask someone. Okay, I will ask someone. Hà Thị Minh Thư, Hà Thị Huyền Thư. String actions. Nguyễn Lê Thủy Tiên. No. Trần Vũ Bảo Ngọc. Okay. Okay, Trần Vũ Bảo Ngọc, tell me, how can you make the law of one price hold?
When the law of one price
Stand up, please.
treat the perfect market conditions. For example, the law of one price holds when there is no barriers to trade and no significant difference in cost. And
No, that's just definitions. Am I asking you here we have these inequalities and how can you make it become equality? Huh?
can I have one more minute to read?
Okay, one more minute. So everyone, one more minute for all of you.
Tất nhiên là nó đang xảy ra một cái tình trạng
Okay, so now,
Yes. After researching, I found out that the main way to achieve equality is to eliminate arbitrary opportunities. When arbitrator buy goods in the cheaper market and sell in more expensive market, this process continue on until price are equally across markets, and then we will achieve the equality by the law.
okay, so in this specific case, can you tell me in this specific case,
Um,
what you have talked is theory, yeah, about arbitrage, and now we have this inequality, and now make it become equal. The simple question is that make the inequality become equal.
Firstly, I will change BI smaller than S.
We are smaller. No. Oh, it's very simple now. What you have searched, what have you searched? Where did you search? And now you just apply. Actually, I can't imagine is how difficult. How is it difficult for you like that? Anyone can have not. Anyone can have not. Yep.
So in this case, we just decrease BI and increase BI star by just buying more foreign goods. So the demand for foreign goods will increase. So the price of PI star will increase as well. So I think those domestic producers, they can see the opportunity, so they can supply more domestic goods. So the price of domestic goods will decrease.
Yeah. It's very simple now. It's very, very simple. Thank you very much, Ngọc. And also, what's your name? Linh. Phạm Văn Linh. Phạm Văn Linh, okay. 0.25 for Phạm Văn Linh. Very simple like that. Very simple like that. Now we see that PI is greater than PI star. So it means that the price of PI in the foreign country it's cheaper. It's cheaper than the price of BI in domestic country. Am I right? Am I right? So it's very simple that we apply the arbitrage. The idea is mean that we buy BI, we buy the commodity I in the foreign country and sell that price at that product in domestic country. That's all. That's all. And because we buy the commodity I in foreign country, we buy commodity I in foreign country. So the demand of that commodity increase. The demand of that commodity increase because due to increasing demand, the price of BI will increase. Yeah. Also, we sell the commodity I in domestic currency, and the supply. So the supply, thereby increasing the supply of commodity I in the domestic currency, domestic country, and due to the increasing supply, the price of the commodity in domestic country will decrease. That's all. That's all. And that is decrease and this is increase until this inequality become equal and the law of one price will happen. It's very, very easy, guys. It's very, very easy because it is the fixed exchange rate. So S here is fixed. So S here is fixed. We just make it become the equalities by increase the value, increase the price of the PI in foreign country and decrease the price of the domestic of the product I in domestic country. That's all. Very, very easy. And the questions for all of you, is tell me about the advantages and disadvantages of the law of one price. In 5 minutes for all of you. Advantages and disadvantages of the law of one price. And implications. Tell me about the implications of the law of one price. Yeah. Advantages and disadvantages of the law of one price. Okay. And 5 minutes, everyone, and then I will ask you. For the slide, I will send it to the monitor. For the slide, the monitor, I will send it to you, and you then send the slide to all the students. 5 minutes, everyone. Okay, time is over. I want to ask someone. Okay? Yeah. Um, Hoàng Huyền Trang. Do you want to use microphone?
So I think that one of the advantage of the lower one price is the arbitrage opportunities. And because the lower of one price highlight the profitable opportunity that can balance the price. And one more advantage is the market efficiency. And because the lower one price promotes the efficient resource allocation by equalizing the prices of the disadvantages of the law on price is the real world barrier like tariff and taxes can disrupt the balance price.
What else?
And
And about the implication.
I still have no idea about that.
Don't have any idea about that. Okay.
Okay, other student, I will ask other student as well. Phạm Xuân Phúc.
First, I want to say about the advantage of the law of the all price.
Okay.
The first is that
Yeah.
The first is the law of the one price that they increase the market efficiency and
Is it advantage or disadvantage?
advantage.
Advantage. Again.
The first is increase the market efficiencies. The law of the one price promotes the efficient market by increasing arbitrage that remove price disparities.
The same with tan.
Yeah.
You and tan same.
Same like that.
Yeah. What you are talking is similar to what Chan has said. From the same source.
Yeah, I have searched on the internet.
What else?
And the law of the one price that useful in the price comparison and they support the arbitrage opportunity. Okay, same.
It's the same as well.
So I want to talk about the disadvantage of the law of the one price. The law of the one price limited by trade barrier and tariff, and they can override the simplified assumption. Because the law of the one price rely on the simplified assumption that may not hold in the real markets, such as the perfect information and no market friction.
What else?
And and another disadvantage of the law of the one price, it is I think that it has challenge in the financial and asset market because I think that the factor lies liquidity and some regulatory difference across exchange can create the price disparity, and this limits the loss applicability in the certain financial context, and this is also my idea.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks, Phúc. Other student, can anyone after searching internet, after searching ChatGPT, can tell me the disadvantages, and also implications of the law of one price from your own thought. Not just read again the ChatGPT said. Not just reading ChatGPT, okay?
Okay, so I will talk about the advantage of this PPP. So I think it's very easy to apply and very easy to understand because it just have the three main indicator. And about the disadvantage of the PPP, so I think it has so many drawbacks, like because of the basket of good of the two countries is different. So
It's not basket. It's just one good, one commodity.
So I think it's very difficult to confirm the accuracy of the formula, and it also do not consider the change of technology and the natural resources, and do not consider the substitution effect, like when the increase in the price of the level of domestic produced goods, so it can be substituted by other goods rather than imported goods, and I think it do not consider the interest rate or the government's interventions.
Okay, thank you very much.
What's your name? T. Have you ever got bonus?
I just want to raise my hand once.
Got bonus or not? No, okay. So 0 more 25 for G. Okay, guys. I want you, when you talk, when you answer my questions, of course, you can refer to ChatGPT or other source from internet, but please tell me by your own word and also from your own thought as well. Very easy is when you study the law of one price and you can find out the advantages and disadvantages of the law of one price. The advantages of the law of one price is easily calculations of exchange rate. Am I right? Very easy. You just know about the price of the one product and you can calculate the exchange rate. The exchange rate is very, very simple. Very, very simple. Quickly and simple and also easily. Very easily as well. And also implications and is this advantage of the law of one price is to have us to know whether the currency is undervalued or overvalued. Yeah. And when the currency is undervalued or overvalued, as will affect the country's competitiveness. Yeah. This is the 2 points, very simple. And about the disadvantages of the law of one price, many shortcomings. The first and also the biggest shortcoming is identical product. It's identical products. Exactly, we don't have identical product. Even inspired of Big Mac burger, is still not identical product. I'm sure that the Big Mac burger in Vietnam is a little bit different from the Big Mac burger in the US or in Switzerland. Yeah, because beef in Vietnam, of course, different. Beef in US. Yeah, from in Vietnam, of course, different from in US. So even though they have the same name, it's a Big Mac burger, I don't think they are identical. And of course, when the chef in McDonald's in Vietnam, they make the Big Mac burger have to in accordance with the taste of Vietnamese. In accordance with the taste of Vietnamese. And the taste of Vietnamese, of course, different from taste of American, yeah. So the most biggest shortcoming of the law of one price is identical product. Yeah, no identical product. And the second thing is that assumption. The assumptions of the model. They assume that the market is perfectly competitive or the market is efficient. But of course, the market is inefficient. It's not perfectly competitive market. Yeah, and always have transaction costs. Actually, now arbitrage also is difficult to exist as well, because when you see for example, the price of the Chinese product is very cheaper. Okay, then it's not easy to buy the product in the China and sell it in the Vietnam without income tax. Because they know that okay, the price very cheap in China. So now we impose the tariff, we impose the import tax, that of course, and then the price of the product when come to the end user is really higher, much higher than the original country. That's why there's no perfect market. Of course, transaction costs and period to trace always exist. That is disadvantages of the law of one price. And of course, that's why the law of one price is rarely heard in the real life. And the Big Mac Index just a benchmark to know about the law of one price, and we know about the currency of value and undervalue. Yeah, so guys, when you study and when you read the materials, I hope you can tell me by your own word like that. By your thought, not reading and no sense, and asking you, well, okay, so after reading like that, do you understand? I'm sure you will answer me, I don't understand, okay? So guys, when you read and when you write dissertation and also thesis as well, remember write by your own word and talk by your own word. It is valuable than just copy and copy. Okay, so this is the law of one price. And about the absolute value of it's not absolute value. It is absolute from a PPP. I want to tell it very quickly, and also have a problem for you. Yeah. Very quickly, because today we'll study non-stop, and I know that you are tired. Yeah, okay. So if the equations B I equal PI star multiply NS. This is the law of one price. Or in other words, if the law of one price holds for one commodity, yeah, how for each and every goods and service, we computed the cost of the same packets of goods and services in the home countries and foreign countries. We would came. So in other words, it's very long. It means that if the law of one price hold for one commodities or one goods, it will hold for a basket of goods in different country. It will hold for identical, the keyword here is identical baskets of goods in different country. Okay? So we will have formula S equal B minus divide B star. It's not BI anymore, it's a B. It's B and B star. Where S is the spot exchange rate and B is the cost of the purchase of goods and services in domestic currency. Guys, the missing word here is identical. The identical basket of goods and services in the domestic currency, and B star as the cost of the basket of goods and services in foreign currency. It's foreign currency. This is identical. This is identical basket of goods. Packets of goods. Okay. This is like the packets we use to calculate CPI. The same with the baskets we calculate CPI. Yeah. For example, we take the identical basket of goods in Vietnam, and the basket of goods in Vietnam will cost 25 billion. 25 billion. Yeah. 25 billion. 25 billion. So this is 1 billion. Yeah. So the cost of the same basket of goods, in US is 1 million. It's 1 million US dollar. 1 million US dollar. Yeah. So apply this formula. S equal B divided by B star. So we will take 25 billion Vietnamese đồng and divided by 1 million US dollar, and we got 1 US dollar equal 25,000 Vietnamese đồng. Am I right? But I'm not very good at calculating, but I think I'm right. Yeah, I think it is the idea of the absolute form of VBB. And actually, in the past, it means that many years ago, since Vietnam đổi mới, when we opened door in 1986. Yeah, we also calculate the exchange rate in the ways of the basket, in the ways of the absolute form of BBB. And since the day we have the relationship with the IMF, and every 3 months, IMF will come to the State Bank of Vietnam to look at and to investigate the basket of goods we used to calculate the exchange rate between Vietnamese đồng and USD. This is a long time ago. Now we have a different way to calculate the exchange rate. We calculate the central exchange rate, not only based on the basket are good like that. Yeah. But in many years ago, we used to we used to apply the absolute from a PBB to calculate the exchange rate between USD and BND. Okay, yeah, that is very easy. That is very easy. And the same questions, also the same. This is also your homework. It's okay. Such and also tell me about the concept, about formula, the relative from a BBB. Relative, we have studied absolute, and now tell me relative from a yeah. Tell me about the relative from a BBB. Okay. Search and tell me about the relative from a PBB. Tell me the advantages and disadvantages of absolute and relative from a BBB. Okay, the same. And also tell me the implications of two forms. Absolute and relative from a BBB. Yeah, okay guys. So the concept, the first question is the concept and formula and everything related to relative from a BBB. Okay, yeah. The second question is advantages, disadvantages, and also implications of absolute from a PBB and relative from a BBB. Okay. On Thursday, I will check your homework. And I will check your homework. Yeah. Guys, it's clear for you. It's clear for you. Okay. And I don't expect you use ChatGPT. I don't expect. Yeah. Search by yourself and tell me. ChatGPT, remember, always bear in your mind that ChatGPT just for reference. Just for reference. You are human. You are not machine. Why you have to follow machine? We are advanced, much advanced than machine. Why you have to? We need to control machine, not machine control it. Control us. I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay, guys. So time is over, and thank you very much, everyone, for studying very hard today. Thank you, and see you on Thursday. Bye bye.